Welcome to day 3 of your 30-day self-love Pilates challenge. We are going to start standing for a full body practice, so when you're ready, meet me in the back of your mat. Bringing feet hip distance apart and just start to really ground down into the feet. Hands come down by your side. Take a deep breath in, arms sweep overhead. And as you exhale, bring the hands to heart center. Let's do 2 more like this. Inhale, lengthen the arms to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. Last one, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, hands to heart center. Take a deep breath in. And staying for your breath out. Inhale, hands come to the sky. And then just lean over to the right as you breathe out. Coming back to center, inhale, and then going over to the left as you breathe out. Let's do 1 more each side. Exhale as you twist or lean over to the right. Back to center, inhale. Exhale over to the left. Release the hands and start to find a little forward fold, planting the hands to the earth, or maybe even coming into a ragdoll, grabbing a hold of opposite elbow, but just allowing the crown of the head to be really fluffy, really heavy, and start to feel the belly press up against the thighs. You might take a little rock side to side or just nodding the head, and using this opportunity to come back to your breath, drawing your awareness inwards and setting yourself up for your practice. Release the hands as you inhale and start to walk yourself out into a 4-point kneel. Hands come down, untuck the toes. Drop the belly, inhale, eye gaze forward. And then as you dome, tuck the chin to the chest, breathing out. Let's do 2 more like this. Drop the belly, eye gaze forward, breathe in. Dome, tuck the chin to the chest, breathe out. 1 more, inhale, drop the belly, eye gaze forward. Exhale as you dome, tuck the chin to the chest, keeping this curve through the spine. And you press back, and this time as you come forward, drop the belly, eye gaze forward. Exhale, dome, and take a little seat into a child's pose. So just adding a little bit more of a flow. Maybe you start to add an intuitive movement that feels really good. And start to notice where your spine likes to sit. Send it some love. If you've been following along, maybe you're feeling a little bit sore, day 3, totally normal, totally fine. So just give yourself some time to really warm up. Let's just do 1 more here. Pressing back into your child's pose and just creeping the hands forward. Pressing down into the palms of finger pads. Start to lift the hips just so you can tuck your tippy toes. Pressing to the palms, the toes. Start to lift the hips into a downward facing dog. Pedaling out the feet here. Take a full breath in, lift the heels. And as you exhale, bend the knees, find a hover. Press back up. Let's do this a few more times. Bend the knees, come down to a hover, and then press back up. Bend the knees, inhale. Exhale as you find your downward facing dog. Let's go for 5. Matching your movement to your breath. Last one here, drop the knees but keep the toes tucked. Take a full breath in, straighten the arms. Exhale as you lift the knees. Inhale as you lower. Exhale, lift the knees, draw the belly button in, and lower. Let's do 3 more. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Last 2. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Last 1. Exhale, lift and hold. Can you start to pulse the knees up and down? Tiny, tiny movements for 5, 4, 3, 2, on 1. Press back to find your downward facing dog. Hips to the sky as you start to pedal out through the feet. Slowly walking your hands back towards your tippy toes and just rolling through the spine. Inhale, lengthen the arms to the sky, just like we did before. Exhale, hands come to heart center. Keeping the hands where they are, can you find your squat? Exhale, you straighten the legs. Inhale, bend the knees. Exhale, press into the heels. Now, as you press into the heels, can you also press into the palms, creating a little prayer position? Start to build a little bit more heat. Day 3, we're here to rock and roll. We're here to make Pilates our best friend. Let's go 5, 4, 3, 2, stay low on 1, tiny pulses. Keep pressing into the heels, the palms, up and down, just for 10. Stay with your breath. 5, 4, 3, 2, on 1, hold your squat. Plant the hands down and start to walk yourself out into a 4-point kneel. So knees under hips, hands under shoulders. Untuck the toes, maybe give them a little pat. Take a full breath in. Exhale, your left leg is extending long. And then we're tapping the mat, lift. Tap the mat, exhale, lift. Think about length here as you start to square the hips off. Point and tap. Let's go 5, 4, 3, 2, holding at the top on 1. Come down to your forearms, keep the left leg where it is. We're coming over to the right and then over to the left. Little rainbows here, side to side. Drawing the belly button in, keep doming through the upper back if you can. And aiming to keep the hips really square. Let's go 5, 4, this is 3, 2, on 1, left leg is coming out to the left. Lift and lower, lift and lower. So it's slightly on an angle. Maybe things start to say hello, and if they do, you know what to do. Say hello right back. Let's go 5, 4, 3, we are holding up into, holding up on 1, little pulses just for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring the knee back in, take a little shake out and come back to your 4-point kneel. We're going straight to the other side. Take a full breath in. Exhale, right leg extends behind you. Inhale, lower, exhale, lift. Inhale, lower, exhale, lift. See if you can lengthen through the sides of the neck and really press down into the palms. We're here for 3, 2, holding all the way up on 1. Come down into the forearms. Right leg comes over to the left, and then we draw a rainbow over to the right. Over to the left, over to the right. If you can, keep squaring the hips off, drawing the belly button in. Send some love to your legs. Acknowledge what's happening and move accordingly. This is 4, 3, 2, on 1, bring the right leg over to the right slightly. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Now it doesn't have to be a big movement. It can feel quite awkward, so do what you can. And when you're pulsing, in 3, in 2, on 1, hold at the top, little pulses, just for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come down, take a child's pose, deep breath in, staying for your breath out. Rolling forward and coming to lie onto your right hand side. Get really comfy, both the legs are gonna extend nice and long, and your hand or your bicep acts as your pillow. Bring the top hand in front of you for stability, and then can you start to lift the top leg and lower, lift and lower, aiming for the hips to stay stacked. Exhale, lift, inhale, lower. Now we're going back to the rainbows. Lucky for you, maybe there's a pot of gold at each side. Or maybe it's just a really strong mind and body. Let's go 3, holding up in 2, holding up on 1. bring the top leg forward and then circle it back. Bring it forward and back. Now you can always have a slight bend through the bottom knee if things are starting to feel a little bit wobbly. Totally fine. Again, think about hips stay nice and still. Let's go 5. This is 4. We're repeating the same shapes we did in your 4-point kneel, by the way. So in 3, we're bringing the top leg forward. Into. On 1, bring the left leg down in front of you. Now lift and lower. Lift and lower. See if you can point the toes, let the toes dangle. So you're lifting through the heel, through the glute and back. Let's go 3. We are pulsing into, I know, let's go. 1, little pulses, lift and lower. Woo, spicy. Let's go 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come down. Oh, I don't know if it's because I've been filming the challenge or because my leg is just really sore, but that hurt. So we're gonna take a break from the legs. Coming onto your back, bring the legs out nice and long and start to bring the arms overhead. Take a full breath in, let the ribs, the belly expand. And as you exhale, start to find your roll up. So as you come all the way up, maybe take a little stretch and then roll all the way back down. Now we've done this already this week, so remember, if roll up are something that you don't really enjoy or they don't feel good, you can always bend the knees, roll halfway, or straight legs, roll halfway and back up. Pick your poison, whatever it is, but we are finding a variation of a roll up. Let's just do 2 more like this. Meeting me all the way at the top on 1. Sit up nice and tall, straighten the legs if you can, bring the arms in front of you. We're gonna roll halfway, hold, lift your right leg, lower, lift your left leg, lower, restack. Little L shape through the spine, so nice L shape. We're coming down halfway, hold, right leg, lower, left leg, lower, restack. Keep working through this combo. And maybe over time you get a little bit lower, or maybe you decide to scrap the legs and just focus on your roll downs. Let's go 5, 4, how are we feeling? 3, 2, whew, working out in Bali is no joke. It is humidity of 105 right now. Last one, can you hold just the legs? If you are like me, you're sweating, that's okay. We're here to do it together. And I want you just to think how strong you are becoming. You're here for 5, 4, 3, fun is not over. Into, on 1, heels come down, little lift, little lower, reaching the fingertips towards the toes for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend the knees, take a little forward fold or keep the legs straight and just allow everything to settle. We are going to go straight into the other side legs. So coming down onto your left hand side, legs are nice and long, hand or bicep as your pillow. Bring the hand in front of you, point the toes. Exhale, lift the top leg, inhale, lower. Exhale, lift, inhale, lower. Now throughout this challenge, let me know how you go in the comments. And also let me know if there's anything you'd like to see. Any types of classes, moves, something you're enjoying, something you're not. Remember, I'm your Pilates best friend and I want to see you succeed. So I'm always here for a chat. Let's go 3. I haven't forgotten, we are doing the rainbows. Into, holding on 1, bring your right leg forward. And then exhale as you bring it back, tap, lift, and back. Option is to bend the bottom knee for a little bit more support. Maybe hand comes to the hip. It can feel really nice just so you've got some feedback. Let's go 5, 4. We are bringing the right leg forward. In 3, In 2. On 1, bring the right leg forward, tap. Exhale, lift. Inhale, tap. Exhale, lift and tap. So the knees can almost be touching as you lift and then back. We're slightly on an angle. Maybe toes pointed. And we are pulsing in 5. Let's go 4. 3. Let the legs be heavy. 2. Holding up on 1, little lift, little lower, toes down if you can, heel high for 3. For 2. On 1, bring everything back. Send it some love, send yourself some love. And just making your way up into a 4-point kneel. Tucking the toes, take a full breath in, drop the belly, eye gaze forward. This time as you exhale, dome, tuck the chin to the chest, lift the knees, finding your downward facing dog. Right leg comes to the sky, and then can you pull it into the chest as you find your plank. Right leg to the sky, right leg to the chest. Exhale, right leg to the sky. Inhale as you pull it into the chest. Really think about scooping the belly, pulling the belly button in as you press away from the earth. Let's go 3. Last 2. Final 1. Hold the right knee in just for 3. For 2. On 1, press back to your downward facing dog and lower the right heel. Pedal it out and we're going straight into the left leg. Lift the left leg to the sky. Oops, sorry, plant. And then inhale as you pull it into the chest. Exhale, reach. Inhale, bend. Now the leg doesn't have to be straight as it kicks back. I just want you to focus on pressing into the palms, the finger pads, as you start to draw the belly button in and everything away from the mat. Let's go 3, 2, on 1, pull it in for 3, hold for 2, on 1, press back, downward facing dog. And just start to walk your hands all the way back to your tippy toes, rolling through your spine. Take a deep breath in, let it all soak in. We are finishing with some squats. So, feet are about hip distance apart. This time, hands are coming down by your side. Inhale, hands reach forward as you squat. Exhale, press the hands back. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, press back. Spread the fingertips and drive through the palms, through the heel. So press, bend, press, and bend. Let's go 5, 4, 3, 2. We're staying low on 1, just the arms. Press the hands back and forward. Press the hands back and forward for 10. Squeeze the shoulder blades, squeeze the triceps. 8. Stay with me. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. On 1, hold back a little, pulses through the hips. If you prefer, hands can come to heart center for 10, 9, 8, 7. You are so strong. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. On 1, plant the hands down. Let it all go. Bending the knees, finding your way down onto your mat, and just extend the legs really long here. Hands come to the sky, and then take a little forward fold. You can always bend the knees, you can grab a hold of your shins, your ankles, but allow the body to be really floppy, really heavy. Start to roll through the spine. Bring the hands back to the sky. Right hand down, left hand comes up and over. As you take a little side bend, both hands come back to the sky. Left hand down, right hand to the sky. 1 more each side. Right hand down, left hand over. And left hand down, right hand over. Bring the hands down to the earth. Start to bend the knees. finding a really comfortable position. Inhale, lengthen the arms to the sky. Exhale, hands come to heart center. Slightly tucking the chin to the chest. And remembering your why. What brought you to your practice. Sending yourself so much love, so much gratitude for showing up, for being here in this moment with me. Thank you for joining me. Day 3 is done. I will see you for day 4, and I'm so proud of you. Enjoy the rest of your day. Mwah.